Brad Williams, Excel Primed. Calculate the fiscal year for dates. Fiscal. What we're doing, think of quarterly and annual reporting in terms of publicly traded companies. And not every company works on a calendar basis. Some work on a fiscal. What does that mean? That just means they're not working from January 1st through December 31st. Hence, fiscal year. What we're going to do is find, well, whatever fiscal year these guys are working on. Let's just say, here's the reporting date, 9/4/2029. Fiscal year starting month. Fiscal year starting month, not calendar. Fiscal. So the beginning of their year is April. So they're reporting from April through the end of March. Here, November. They're reporting through the end of October. So what is their fiscal year? If this particular date, here's a reporting date. In other words, it's to say they're filing a document, so dated 11/21/29. What's their fiscal year? The layout's pretty simple. It's the thinking through. You're forward. You have to think forward. Over here is our anatomy. As normal, we're just going to go year, B5. B5 plus month, B5 greater than equal to C5. Let's just read through this. In this example, the objective is to return the fiscal year for any given date. Given that fiscal years begin in July. Okay, that's our assumption here. As shown in the worksheet. This one, it's random. Just go with me on this one. By convention, a fiscal year is denoted by the calendar year in which it concludes. Therefore, if a fiscal year begins in July, August 1st, 2029 falls within the fiscal year 2029. Year B5 plus month B5 greater than or equal to C5. The year function on the left returns the year from the date in B5. Year B5 equals returns 2029. The following expression is added to the year to return the fiscal years beginning in July. Month B5 equals C5 equals return 0. Here, the month function returns the month based on the date in B5, which is compared to the start month in C5. Since 1 is less than 7, the expression returns false, which Excel interprets as 0. There is no effect of the 0, so the final result is 2029. In situations where the month number for a date is greater than 7, this expression will return true, which Excel will evaluate as 1. This adds an additional year. True values are evaluated as 1, whereas false values are evaluated as 0. You got it? Let's see how this works out. Right here, 3/3/2029. Our fiscal year starting month is January. This document is fiscal year 2030. Here, we're still within the fiscal year. We're out of the fiscal year. Take a look at this thing. Year, and we'll get a serial number. We want to see this. Let's just see if we can get a true or false out of this thing. F9, and it says true. What does that mean? Well, we just said anything true, we're going to add 1. Escape, we're going to add 1. If we look here, F9, it's a false. Why? Because it's still within the same fiscal year. B5, 2029, plus month B5 month 1, greater than or equal to C5. Is that true or false? It's false. Month, greater than C or equal to. No. Is, go down here, month is month B13 greater than or equal to C13. Is 3 greater than 1? Yes. Okay. It adds 1. If you need to work through this, if you need to think through this logic, read this again. Tear it apart. Get rid of the year and just look through this thing. It's pretty straightforward. You just have to You just have to interpret the logic here, pull the pieces apart, and put them back together. Brad Williams, XL Prime, thanks for watching.